$67,586 Shannon Meyer of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. What's my name? You know my name. My name is Christopher Chichester. I've never committed a crime. Why do you think I know your salary? Shannon Meyer. It's right there. Shannon M. Meyer, $67,586. I'm going to provide you with just one of the 500 plus examples of why you work for a nauseating, disgusting, corrupt bureaucracy, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and your boss, Sheriff Todd Baxter, is a nauseating, disgusting, corrupt, party-switching criminal. Because he employs you. That's why. Sheriff Todd Baxter is a nauseating, disgusting, corrupt criminal because he employs you, Shannon Meyer. I had to demand the payroll 50 plus times. It's probably closer to 100, but it's definitely over 50 from Michael Radler and William Tadeo and Scott Alberti and Kathleen Miller. Over and over and over, demanding public employee payroll that your salary is on at $67,586. They refused time after time after time, despite the fact your entire existence is tax dollars. Why do you think I know your name? What's my name? Shannon Meyer. I spoke to you on the phone for an hour. I have no idea you're writing a warrant for my arrest. Here it is right here. Addendum, Layla Shah. Right there. Reporting officer signature, Deputy Meyer. Here's your name right there, Deputy Meyer. Now, this document is the verification that you live in a delusional 1984. This parking lot next to my residence right here. She went over there to talk to Layla Kumar Shah and Neeraj Shah. I've walked through this park about 4,000 times, and I'm going to get to continuation of a crime. And at 2041 Penfield Road, the reason why you never heard my name, and Todd Baxter, no one in the Monroe County Sheriff's Office ever heard my name, is Dr. Gloria Nichols was my dentist. And when I moved here in 2012 from Webster to Penfield with my then girlfriend, Laura Riley, we would walk through this parking lot. And this building had yet to be constructed. Isn't that right, Ellie Roy? Because this is where Sheriff Todd Baxter put the camera, also called the surveillance device. And one of the reasons why the camera's on that building was because of Shannon Meyer. Isn't that right, Shannon Meyer? So, Shannon Meyer, what's my name? My name is Christopher Chichester. I've never committed a crime, you disgusting, repulsive, corrupt, nauseating hack. I'm doing everything possible to see that your employment at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is terminated. And I'm confident when I contact the Department of Justice, the Office of Andrew Cuomo, you will be terminated from employment. You're writing a warrant for my arrest for a parking lot I've walked through 4,000 times. Think about what I just said. How ludicrous does that sound? People walk through this parking lot all day long. Wouldn't you be able to, did you ask Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah when you went over there? Do other people walk through this parking lot? Why are you just calling us about Chris Chichester, 26 Sands Farm Drive? Did that question occur to you? You disgusting, sickening, corrupt hack, Shannon Meyer. Because that's the common sense question to ask these two parasites, Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah, that is still coming to your office in the concoction of crimes for me. What do you think about the fact that I'm the only resident of 36,000 Penfield to be arrested for walking through this parking lot? I'm the only citizen out of 200,000 in Monroe County to be arrested for walking through this parking lot. I'm the only New York out of 17.9 million to be arrested for walking through this parking lot. I'm the only American in a country of 280 million to be arrested for walking through this parking lot. How ludicrous does that sound, what I just said? It's ludicrous because of you, $67,586 a year, Shannon Meyer. And fuck you, Shannon Meyer. I'm doing everything possible to see your employment is terminated at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. You see this document right here? Continuation of a crime. See what I just said? Because it says on here, addendum, a continuation of a crime. It says right there, a continuation of a crime. A parking lot I've walked through 4,000 times. How many citizens of Penfield do you talk to about a continuation of a crime? It's a continuation of a crime for me to walk through a parking lot I've walked through 4,000 times. You were able to write continuation of a crime because I've been walking through the parking lot 4,000 times. I'm going to tell you about the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park in 2019. The day before the fireworks, there was an event at Penfield High School that I went to, And Penfield High School students, in preparation to going to this event before the fireworks on June 30th, 2019, will walk through this parking lot in their band uniforms. If it's a crime to walk through that parking lot, you $67,000 a year, nauseating, disgusting, vile, sick hack. How come Penfield High School band students won't walk through the parking lot? Think about what I just said. Penfield High School band students walk through this parking lot. Continuation of a crime. How come a Penfield High School band student wasn't walking through that parking lot? So I see the Penfield High School band students walk through the parking lot with mothers and fathers, a few of them. They had the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park after the events at Penfield High School on June 30th. I came back. I walked down the sidewalk, Penfield Road. People going left and walk through that parking lot. I saw in front of me about 50 people because I was one of the first ones to leave. I come back. I sit downstairs near the sliding glass window. I personally watched 200 plus people walk through that parking lot on June 30th, 2019, after the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park. Continuation of a crime? Did you go visit 200 plus people that walked through that parking lot after the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park on June 30th, 2019? If it's a crime to walk through that parking lot, and this is a continuation of a crime, you $67,000 a year criminal, Shannon Meyer, how come you didn't have 200 plus arrest warrants just for the people that I personally witnessed? And it was more. It's probably 500 people all day long walking through that parking lot. And every single day, 365 days a year, people are walking through that parking lot. And where's my 14th Amendment right to equal protection of the laws if I'm the only American to be arrested for walking through the parking lot? And you can't answer that question. How is Todd Baxter tolerate your sickening criminal existence at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? And the answer to that question is that he's a criminal too. And he has to surround himself and loves to surround himself with criminals like you, $67,000 a year, Shannon Meyer. So continuation of a crime, I'm really trying not to laugh because I'm in a rage. Sometimes I'm on here. And sometimes I just feel like laughing for the relief. And right now I feel like laughing reading this, a continuation of a crime. When I've walked through that parking lot 4,000 times, my friend who lives right next to me walks through that parking lot. My elderly neighbor across the street walks through that parking lot. And Penfield High School students to this day walk through that parking lot. Is that a continuation of a crime for my friend that lives next to me? My neighbor across the street, Penfield High School students, are you losing your mind? If it's a continuation of a crime, this should be your full-time job, this parking lot. You disgusting, repulsive, despicable hack, Shannon Meyer. This parking lot should be your full-time job, and you should be arresting 10 people a day, 15 people a day, 20 people a day, just because it is. Continuation of a crime. There's your name right there. It says right there, Deputy Meyer, Shannon Meyer. Fire her immediately, Todd Baxter. Please fire her. If there's someone who should not reach 20 years or be vested in any way, it's this hack. On the above dated proxy 1440 hours HRS, I responded to the above location for the report of a male trespassing. Is that right? A report of a male trespassing. Now, I've written to you my destruction of you and your repulsive arrest warrant by taking each sentence and responding to it. So you got it, but I'm just going to say what I want to say here. You understand me? You $67,000 a year, nauseating, repulsive, corrupt act. On the above dated proxy 1440 HRS, you can't even spell. I responded to the above location report of a male trespassing. Am I New York's first and only 4,000 time criminal? I must be a 4,000 time criminal if I'm trespassing 4,000 times. This is your 1984. Upon my arrival, I spoke with V. Shaw. How is he a V for victim? Do you understand the English language? Read The Elements of Style by E.B. White and William Strunk Jr. And I'm going to guess that you are such an ignoramus, you don't even know what I'm referring to in that famous book on usage. Chichester was on his property again today. Really? I was on his property? The parking lot is his property? This whack job supervises a parking lot? 4,000 times I was on his property? What about my neighbor across the street, my friend who lives next to me, Penfield High School students? Even though he's been informed that he's not allowed to be there. Who informed me? No one informed me I have not been allowed to be there. Then you should be informing everyone that walks through that parking lot. Shaw stated that he confronted H. Chichester today while he on walking through the parking lot. You can't even write. I'm going to read that whole sentence there. Your incoherence. You don't even know how to write a sentence. Shah stated that he confronted H. Chichester today while he, on walking through the parking lot of the above address, confronted. I'm walking through the parking lot. I'm coming back from Wegmans. I make the left to walk through the parking lot, just like my friend who lives next to me, just like my neighbor across the street, just like Penfield High School students, just like people do all across every day walking through that parking lot. Pardon me. I'm walking. Then my back is turned, and I hear screaming from behind me. This is him confronting me. I don't know what that is. My dentist, Dr. Gloria Nichols, was never in her vehicle screaming in her vehicle like this psychopath that you're with, Shannon Meyer. I don't know what that is. Why is this guy? So I turn around, I walk toward him. He doesn't even get out of the vehicle. He's still screaming. I say, what's the problem? He's still screaming. He is screaming. I walk away. I tell him to fuck off, and I give him the official finger of Brooklyn, New York. This hurts his precious feelings. What he doesn't tell you, $67,000 a year Shannon Meyer, is that he's screaming in his car. He left that out, right? Shah stated that H. Chichester began to swear at him. I didn't. Fuck you, Shannon Meyer. Told me he didn't care if he called the police. That's right. I did say that. He got that right. And displayed his middle finger at Shah. I did. Fuck you, Shannon Meyer. Shah further stated that he sent H. Chichester a certified letter stating that he's not allowed to be on his property. Is that right? Is he sending a certified letter to my neighbor? Is he sending a certified letter to the elderly woman across the street? Did he send a certified letter to the 200 people I personally witnessed walk through the parking lot after the fireworks? Is he sending a certified letter to every Penfield High School band student that walked through the parking lot? Did that psychopath do that? Certified letter. There's also been police contact after the date in which H. Chichester was reinforced by police that he's not allowed to be on the property. 1984. Did you reinforce me? Who is the police? There has also been police contact after that date in which he was reinforced. Police contact? What the fuck does that mean? You $67,000 incoherent, nauseating, corrupt hack. Nobody reinforced me about anything. Did George Orwell come and reinforce me? Does George Orwell work there for bald-headed criminal party-switching Todd Baxter? Is George Orwell reinforcing me with a big light bulb above my head where I'm strapped to an electric chair? Is that the way you reinforce people at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? By police that he's not allowed on Shah's property. Please see CR 18-020032 for further info. Can you send me CR 18-020032 for further info? I mean, is that at the Central Intelligence Agency in Langley, Virginia? Did you open up a file on me? $67,000 Shannon Meyer for CR 18-020032. I continue. I spoke with S. Chichester and stated that he never received a map or title of the property and that he was on the property on 42618 when King walked through 2041 Penfield Road. That's right. You know why? Because my neighbor walks through there. And the elderly woman across the street walks through it. And Penfield High School students walk through there. And people walk through that parking lot all day long. That's why I said that. And you set me up the whole time. You set me up to concoct the crime with this guy, Steve Desmond of Broccolo Tree in Long Care. And read that link that's attached about what I said to Albert and Lori Broccolo Tree and Long Care. You got together, you $67,000 a year nauseating corrupt hack with this guy, Steve Desmond, how to try to get me to come out of the house. I never received a map or title. That's right. And you have title in quotes as if it needs to be in quotes. This is what they sent me, you corrupt, nauseating, repulsive hack. I'm demanding a title and you have it in quotes. This is nothing. This does not prove land ownership. And I talked to Timothy Murphy, the Monroe County Office of Real Property. Did you call Timothy Murphy at the Monroe County Office of Real Property and ask him if Layla Kumar and Neeraj Shah own this property? You $67,000 a year criminal Shannon Meyer. The concoction of a crime for me. You're setting me up with this Steve Desmond of Broccolo Tree and Lawn Care because this psychopath, this 50-year-old man who lives over there with his mommy is telling you I should be arrested but not anybody else. What is wrong with you, Shannon Meyer? How the hell does Todd Baxter allow you to be employed at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? Told him I was showing him the title to prove Shah owns the land he claims he owns. He doesn't own the land. Shah signed an information stating he wants Chichester arrested. I'm going to say that again because it is astonishing that you wrote that language in your 1984. Shah signed an information that he stated he wants H. Chichester arrested. And information? Do you understand the English language? What does an information mean? Did you graduate high school? Can you be a Monroe County Sheriff Office employee if you are a high school dropout? Do you have a GED? Because someone who is a high school dropout or has a GED writes, Sean signed an information. What the fuck does that mean? You $67,000 a year criminal? Because I have no idea what the information is. I'm going to write a bizarre freedom of information law. I want to see the information he signed. Sean signed an information that he wants H. Chichester arrested. A civilian is telling you that I should be arrested. I have never in my life ever said that someone else should be arrested, because that's up to the police to determine. Someone who is a victim and is filing a complaint can file the complaint. And I've never done so, but I would never say this person should be arrested. I would just say the facts and let the police make the determination. This psychopath is over there telling you I should be arrested for walking through this parking lot. This psychopath living over there with his mommy, but not anybody else. And it doesn't occur to you that he's a psychopath. What is wrong with you, Shannon Meyer? How are you possibly employed? How do you possibly cipher $67,000 from the taxpayers of Monroe County? Shah signed the information stating he wants H.I. arrested for being on his property again today. Warrant advised. Warrant advised. Warrant advised. And this is how he's going to set me up with a crime. The guy, when he's here on his tractor, what do you think he's wearing on his head? What would you think if Brock Harlow Tree and Lawn Care were here at 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning? He's wearing earmuffs on his head because the tractor's so loud. If they haven't been here for 7 years and it's suddenly here, what do you think I'm going to conclude? That nobody owns that land and nobody owns that land. And here it is. How does anybody own this land? You $67,000 a year criminal, Shannon Meyer. How are you possibly employed at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office? Here comes the guy in his tractor this way. This is what you did. Here he is. That's the opposite angle. That's the same land I just showed. You, Shannon Meyer, met with Steve Desmond of Brock Harlow Tree and Lawn Care. And you, Shannon Meyer, are in communication with Steve Desmond how to get me to come out of the house. There's real crime in Monroe County. There is violent crime in Monroe County. And here you are in your repulsive 1984 meeting with this weed-whacking, grass-cutting loser, Steve Desmond, trying to get me to come out of the house and get me in handcuffs on my front lawn with 5 other fed addicts. Because here he comes on his tractor, the guy from Brock Harlow Tree and Lawn Care. I come out, I see him. I come outside, stand here, tell nobody owns that land, and walk back in my residence. How's that a crime, Shannon Meyer? I'll wait. I'll wait forever. Because there it is right there, criminal contempt. I'm holding his ticket because of you $67,000 a year criminal. That's not a crime. Tell me. Click reply and tell me. Michael Rather, Kathleen Miller, Wayne Tadeo, Scott Alberti, click reply and tell me. Somebody at the attorney's office, I was in jail for this. I come outside, stay, nobody owns that land, walk back in my house. I come down a half hour late, less than a half hour late. I sit down, there's a sliding glass door. And guess who goes running into my backyard and crash lands on her face? Who do you think has her face in my backyard dirt? Who do you think's laying in my backyard dirt? It's you. You fell down in my backyard dirt. You're paid $67,000 to lose your mind, running into my backyard, falling right down on your face. You get up, and then I hear the pounding on the door. I don't know what that is. I walk to the front door and I hear, we just want to talk to you outside. There's 5 of them there. You walk around to the front. You're breathing heavy. You're perspiring. You're a total, complete train wreck. I look at you. They say, we just want to talk to you outside. I walk around on my front lawn. You're surrounding me and the handcuffs go on. How is that possibly a crime? To walk outside, say nobody owns that land, and walk back in my house. How are you possibly employed at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office for $67,586? So, this is the camera right here that I was on. It's not the high resolution photo, but that's it right there. And then when I was taken to the jail, handcuffed inside the bathroom, I couldn't reach the toilet. I urinated on myself. And then when the handcuffs were taken off, that's when I was showing the video. What do you know about this camera placed on this building? Because you had to know. What do you know about the camera placed on this building? What was your involvement in this camera being placed on this building? Did you recommend that this camera also called a surveillance device be placed on 2025 Penfield Road, because this is for me. And it has an assigned number. And there were 50 emails from me to your fellow Monroe County Sheriff Office employee fanatics demanding that video. And it has an assigned number. Because when I came to your office, I said that Todd Baxter put a surveillance device on that building in 2025 Penfield Road. And the video image of me was on the phone of the Monroe County Sheriff Office employee. And that camera, in all likelihood, was placed on this building in 2025 Penfield Road with your involvement, Shannon Meyer. This is the concoction of a crime for me. So, you do not know what constitutes a crime, Shannon Meyer. How do you possibly exist at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office with decency and virtue and ethics and the ability to make a distinction between legal and illegal? You are such a pathetic joke that you do not know what constitutes a criminal act. Just like Andrew Reale. As I finish this, I'll tell you about harassment second, where I'm not harassing anyone. I go to the now defunct PW Fitness in Penfield. I'm at the back of the gym. I'm on the bench press. Up walks to me Jermaine C. Benman, the exact guy I tried to avoid when I'm at the gym. I lean back on the bench press. Benman stands down. He punches down. My head snaps back violently. Benman begins to walk away. I had to make a decision right away not to attack him and respond. We go outside. Andrew Reale arrives, and he knows exactly who I am because he's been to my residence because of that parking lot. I sit in the back seat of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office vehicle because I've been directed by Andrew Reale to sit there. Andrew Reale talks to Jermaine Benman in front of the vehicle. He marches Jermaine Benman around the side of the vehicle. Jermaine Benman says to me, "I want to press charges against you." And with those 7 words, $67,000 a year Shannon Meyer, I'm charged with harassment second, where I'm not harassing anyone. Harassment second, where I'm not harassing someone. Criminal contempt, where I'm not committing a crime. Your Monroe County Sheriff Office is an abomination. And your bald-headed party-switching boss, Sheriff Todd Baxter, is a criminal. And you're a criminal too, Shannon Meyer. My name is Christopher Chichester. I have never committed a crime.